So on the last turn, the histology GIT track was discussed. So I hope you all know what is the general organization of the GIT histologically. Who can comment upon the arrangement of the different layers, the organization of GIT? We are discussing GIT tract, which is a visceral part. We have discussed vessels also that were also hollow like the GIT tract. So inner lining was mucosa. So it's a tube in tube structure where the innermost part is hollow. So innermost part, that is the mucosa, has been lined by the epithelium. Next to that mucosa lies submucosa. Very good. Then muscularis. Then adventitia, serosa. So in case of GIT, the tunica adventitia is serosa here. So till now, tongue has been discussed with you, esophagus, stomach, and the part of small intestine, that is duodenum. So now we'll be discussing about the small intestine part, that is jejunum, ileum, and the large intestine. A very important feature of the duodenum that has been discussed with you was there are some glands that lie in the, where does that lie? Mucosal layer or submucosal layer? Submucosal layer. There are Brunner's glands that lie in the duodenum. That's a peculiar feature for the part of small intestine that has to be identified. So it has three parts: duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Now the general features, if I talk about the plica circularis, these are the permanent muscular folds. So whenever we see the slide of jejunum, you can see a particular, from outside only we can recognize that slide, because that plica circularis in histological picture also, they are the folds that can be seen. Then you have villi, microvilli, and the crypts. Now the important point here is how you will differentiate between the villi, microvilli, and the crypts. So if we see the gross features and we take out the section, so when we take out the section of the jejunum, we can see the circular folds inside. These are the permanent folds. What you have seen in the stomach rugi, they were temporary folds. Whenever the stomach is empty, the folding occurs. But these are the permanent folds in small intestine, which are called as the plica circularis. Now coming to the, please come in. Villi, microvilli, and the crypts. How we will differentiate between the three? What are microvilli, what are villi, and what are the crypts? When we say the epithelium is striated, that means the superficial layer, that is the epithelium layer, has some projections. So epithelial surface epithelium towards the luminal side is folded, which is called as the microvilli. Then what is villi? The finger-like projections, they are called as villi. But how you will differentiate between the two, whether it's a microvilli or it's a villi? If the foldings are born on the epithelial cells, that are the microvilli. While if the basement membrane is folding onto itself, like these finger-like projections, these are called as the villi, which are also containing the lamina propria. So lamina propria is also going inside the foldings of the epithelium. Then third one, the crypts. What are crypts? They are the depressions. What these crypts are containing? They are containing the glands. The openings of the glands are here. So crypts are the depressions which are going down into the, towards the mucosa, towards the submucosal layer, or you can say towards the muscularis mucosa. So first three layers, first sub layers of this mucosa are epithelium, then you have lamina propria, and the third one you have muscularis mucosa. So this muscularis mucosa is well defined here. So till muscularis mucosa, the epithelium is folding inside. So this much which is going from surface to the deep, this portion is called as the crypts. So these terms should be clear when we study about the small intestine and the large intestine, because this is one of the point how you will differentiate between small intestine and the large intestine. Small intestine is having villi, microvilli and crypts, but this large intestine is having the crypts. Now these are the cells that are found in the small intestine, which are called as enterocyte, goblet cells, enteroendocrine cells, and the Paneth cells. What is the purpose of this small intestine? After the food is being digested in the stomach, it reaches the small intestine. So what is that there? There is absorption of the nutrients. So this has been covered, duodenum. So you can easily identify these are the Brunner gland which are present in the submucosa. So what are these structures that you can see in the mucosal layer? So how you will differentiate between the two glands, Brunner's gland and the intestinal glands that are present in the lamina propria? Staining, serous variety. ब्रूनस ग्लैंड पढ़ाया होगा ना मैम ने, कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं? तुम तो हिस्टोलॉजी में आते नहीं हो, सो कीप क्वाइट. हाँ, आइडेंटिफाइंग फीचर्स तो सामने ही दिख रहे हैं, बोल सकते हो. तुम लोगों को लास्ट टर्म पे मैंने एक होमवर्क दिया था, क्या था? अब बताओ, योर टर्न. क्या होमवर्क दिया था? पूरी क्लास को नहीं याद है क्या होमवर्क दिया था? लास्ट रो, क्या होमवर्क था? तुम लोग बताओ. कोई आया ही नहीं होगा लास्ट क्लास में. हाँ बताओ बेटा. नहीं, ये क्वेश्चन नहीं था. वायरल इन्फेक्शन में ब्लॉक नोज क्यों होती है, ये क्वेश्चन था. किसकी वजह से? चलो आंसर करो, ये तो आंसर नहीं है. म्यूकस और सीलिया की वजह से तो नहीं होती. बैठ जाओ. क्वेश्चन याद आ गया सबको? हाँ, तो फिर अब आंसर बताओ. कुछ सर्च किया? क्वेश्चन ही नहीं याद था इसे तो. चल बैठ जाओ. तुमने पढ़ा? अरे बाप रे. नेक्स्ट. पीछे. तुमने भी नहीं पढ़ा. तुम्हारे आगे भी नहीं पढ़ा. पीछे तुम्हारे, तुमने भी नहीं पढ़ा. चलो हिट एंड ट्रायल. एक ने तो बता दिया सीलिया और म्यूकस की वजह से, और कोई? तो उससे क्या होगा? इरिटेशन ऑफ एपिथेलियम विल लीड टू द swelling. किसने बोला? वेरी गुड. So swelling of the mucosal epithelium will lead to the blocked nose. That is the answer. I am coming to my topic. Jejunum. So in the mucosa, you have three layers. Mucosal layer containing the epithelium, innermost. Then you have the lamina propria, and then you have muscularis mucosa. I'll not take the layer by layers again and again because the journal architecture has been cleared to you. So mucosa of jejunum is having lining epithelium. What is the lining epithelium in jejunum? सिंपल स्क्वामस तो हो ही नहीं सकता यहाँ पे. यहाँ पे होता है सिक्रीशंस. एपिथेलियम हर जगह डिफाइंड है फंक्शन के अकॉर्डिंग. क्यूबॉइडल टू कॉल्यूमनर वहां होते हैं जहाँ पे सिक्रीशंस होते हैं, तो उनका फंक्शन ही वही है. तो सिंपल कॉल्यूमनर एपिथेलियम इज देयर with presence of goblet cells. So goblet cells are unicellular glands which are present in between the epithelium. And what is the shape of this goblet cells? कैसी शेप होती है? बेसल न्यूक्लियाई होता है. व्हेन वी स्टेन इट विद HNE staining, that whole of the mucus area is cleared, so it doesn't take up the stain, it appears white. What is the shape of this goblet cell? U-shaped. U-shaped gland is present in between. Now this goblet cells, they will keep on increasing when we go from small intestine to the large intestine. So a lot of hollow spaces will be seen in the large intestine as compared to the jejunum. Here only you can see between you have one gap area. But when we see the large intestine picture, there are a lot of white areas on the mucosal epithelium, mucosal side. So if I go layer by layer, so here we can see first layer. So this has been magnified to show you this is the columnar epithelium and this is the goblet cell. Now this is the shape of the goblet cell, the broad out towards the lumen side and constricted towards the basal side. And the nuclei is present on the basal side. So whenever you draw the goblet cell, draw the nuclei on the basal side. Then coming to the next layer, lamina propria. What does the lamina propria contain? It is containing the connective tissue, vessels, and some of the glands. Then coming to the muscularis mucosa. So this muscularis mucosa is separating the mucosa from the submucosa. Though the band of circular muscles are present in the muscularis mucosa, but it is not the muscularis externa. So it is the innermost layer, first mucosal layer. Then comes the submucosa, which is having the connective tissue, vessels, and the glands. Then next comes the muscular layer, which has inner circular and outer longitudinal layer. So everywhere in GIT you have a picture of inner longitudinal, outer circular. So how do we show these cells? You show these smooth muscle cells as a spindle shape when you show it as a circular layer, and when it is shown in the outer longitudinal, these are just shown as a nuclei because there's a bundle of matchstick which has been cut longitudinally. So this is the outer longitudinal layer. Then outermost layer, which is covered with the serosa or the peritoneal layer. Now coming to the ileum, the distalmost part of the small intestine. The journal features are similar as in jejunum, plica circularis, villi, the lining epithelium having simple columnar epithelium with the striated border. When the striated border is there, it is microvilli. Then lamina propria is having the Peyer's patches. Now this is important in ileum, how you will identify the slide of ileum because of presence of these Peyer's patches. Where are these Peyer's patches present? They are present in the lamina propria and they may extend beyond the lamina propria. So their band is lamina propria to the submucosa. So what are Peyer's patches? These are lymphatic nodules that you can see. You have seen lymphatic system. You have seen the slide of lymph nodes, spleen. So you know how the lymphatic follicle will look like. So these are the lymphoid follicles which are present in the lamina propria of the ileum. Now what are Peyer's patches? So these are lymphatic nodules. What is the use of these Peyer's patches? अगर lymphatic system यहाँ पे involved है तो क्या use है? It is related to the immune system. So functions is to maintain the normal bacterial flora and it prevents the infection here. So that is the role that lymphatic nodules are present in the small intestine, extending from the lamina propria till the submucosa. Now coming to the large intestine. Large intestine, cecum, vermiform appendix, all the colon, ascending, transverse, descending, sigmoid colon, rectum, and the anal canal. Now gross anatomically you can find tinea coli, haustration, appendices, epiploiky. So what are tinea coli, what are haustrations, and what is appendices, epiploiky? Tinea coli क्या होता है? बैक्टीरिया नहीं होता है. नहीं. Band of muscle. So this is the band of muscle fibers that is running in the colon region, which is called as the tinea coli. Now what are haustrations and what is seculations? So when you open up the large intestine, these are the sacs that you can see from outside. These are called as the seculations, that depressions you are seeing over the in between these two, upper and the lower band. These are showing the circulations. When you open it, it is the what you can say is it is showing inside. That means it has been folded inside, so you can see the fold inside when you open it. So that are called as haustrations. So we cannot see the haustrations here. We can see the circulations and we can see the tinea coli. So these are the features of the large intestine. Now the histological feature that we are going to see in this colon is the crypts, the simple tubular glands, which are the foldings that are simple columnar epithelium. So they are folding inside the lamina propria. You don't have anything which is protruding into the luminal side, or you can say the hollow side. So mucosa is not protruding outside; it is folding inside, which is called as the crypts, which are containing the openings of the simple tubular glands, and the lining epithelium here is also simple tall columnar epithelium. What is this appendices epiploiky? These are the fat globules that are hanging outside this large intestine. So that fat globules are called as the appendices epiploiky. So everywhere you cannot find the tinea coli because it is not present on the sections everywhere. Whenever you take the section from this region, so you cannot find the tinea coli because it is not present on the whole of the circumference of the large intestine. So tinea coli might be present, the band of the smooth muscle, and might not be present in the slide of large intestine. Now, as I was saying, in small intestine, you will find less number of goblet cells, but when you will switch to the slide of the large intestine, you have a large number of white spaces on the mucosal side. So here we can very well see that all the white pockets are seen onto the epithelial side or the mucosal side. So these all are goblet cells present in between the simple columnar epithelium. Now here you can see the tinea coli picture. This is also the part of the smooth muscle. So this is the tinea coli which is running in the muscular layer of the muscular externa of the large intestine. So in the nutshell, the mucosa is having the simple columnar epithelium with goblet cell, simple columnar with simple tubular glands. Submucosa is having connective tissue but not having Brunner's gland, no Peyer's patches, so you can easily call it as a large intestine. Muscularis externa is having the smooth muscle layer, inner circular, outer longitudinal, and the three bands of tinea coli are present, may or may not be present. Then serosa is having the connective tissue layer and lined by the mesothelium. What is the epithelial lining? Mesothelium. Mesothelium क्या होता है? Specialized epithelium named as mesothelium. Mesothelium किसको बोलते हैं? किस टाइप का epithelium है? Epithelium है mesothelium तो. Endothelium is an epithelium. Mesothelium is an epithelium. नाम चेंज हो गया है. Simple squamous. Now coming to the vermiform appendix. What is appendix? ये तो सबको पता होगा what is appendix. कहाँ पे मिलता है? What is the location? क्या होता है appendix? Blind tube. What is appendix? इसमें लिखने का कुछ नहीं है, मत करो नोट्स. What is appendix? सब 12th पास हैं, सबको अपेंडिक्स पता होगा. नहीं 12th फेल नहीं है. चलो बताओ अपेंडिक्स. वेस्टिजियल ऑर्गन है. वेरी गुड. कैसा दिखता है? फिंगर लाइक. Does it have opening on both the side? No, it is not a connecting part of the GIT. It is a vestigial organ, a blind tube, which is present at the ileocecal junction. It is having the same layers as the GIT. Now, what is important here is that the submucosa is having the lymphatic follicles in the appendix. Now, the large intestine picture is also having lymphatic follicles, and the small intestine picture was also having the lymphatic nodules. कहाँ पे present थे? So underneath the crypts, you have the lamina propria, which is extending towards the muscularis mucosa. So here also you will see the lymphatic follicles. सबने draw करे lymphatic follicles? कैसे होते हैं lymphatic follicles? What is outer cells? What are inner cells? जर्मिनल सेंटर कहाँ पे होता है? जर्मिनल सेंटर सेंटर में होता है. वेरी गुड. जर्मिनल सेंटर को जर्मिनल सेंटर क्यों बोलते हैं? What are the outer part of the lymphatic follicle look like? कैसा दिखता है? डार्क दिखता है, लाइट दिखता है? डार्क दिखता है. क्यों? बाहर क्या है? व्हाट इज डेंसली पैक्ड आउटसाइड? कनेक्टिव टिश्यू को छोड़ दो भाई. हाँ, लिम्फेटिक फॉलिकल्स की बात कर रहे हैं, तो किस टाइप के सेल्स हैं आउटर मोस्ट साइड पे? दो तरह के सेल मिलते हैं लिम्फेटिक फॉलिकल में, जो आउटर होते हैं और कुछ इनर होते हैं. तो बाहर जो डेंस लेयर बना रहे हैं वो कौन से सेल्स हैं? इनर जो बना रहे हैं वो कैसे सेल्स हैं? लाइटली स्टेन. ठीक है, लाइटली स्टेन है, बट व्हाट टाइप ऑफ सेल्स? कुछ नाम तो होगा उन सेल्स का. तुम पढ़ते नहीं हो या तुम्हें पढ़ाया नहीं जाता है? तो लिम्फोसाइट्स में आरबीसी प्रेजेंट होते हैं, है ना? हाँ, आरबीसी होते हैं? नो मैम. तो फिर कौन से सेल होते हैं? लिम्फोसाइट्स होते हैं लिम्फेटिक फॉलिकल्स में. तो कौन से लिम्फोसाइट्स होते हैं? हाँ, टी लिम्फोसाइट्स होते हैं. मोबाइल रख दो, खड़े हो जाओ. हाँ, तुम ही को बोल रही हूँ, रेड शर्ट. हाँ, मोबाइल निकाल के अपने बाल संवार रहा है. तुम बैठ जाओ, फैज तुम्हारा नाम पता है मुझे. बाहर आ जाओ. तुम्हारी क्लास में आने के बाद मैं ये सोच के आती हूँ कि अब किसी को कुछ नहीं बोलूंगी, लेकिन कुछ ना कुछ करते ही हो बैठ के. तो कौन से लिम्फोसाइट्स बाहर प्रेजेंट होते हैं और अंदर? हाँ, बी. क्या नाम है? जयेश. कितने मार्क्स आए थे तुम्हारे? हाँ, नॉट मी में 38. कितने में से? 100 में से पास थे? तुम ही हो ना मुंबई से? पढ़ोगे कब? बैठ के तो बाल संवार रहे हो पीछे. जो बेसिक डिटेल है वो तो याद कर लो ना. तुम लैब में पढ़ते हो ना यहाँ पढ़ते हो. 4 लेयर ही जीआईटी की बताया होगे तुम लोग, तो एग्जामिनर खुश हो जाएगा तुम्हारे बैच से, क्योंकि तुम्हारे सीनियर्स ने इतनी अच्छी इमेज बना रखी है कि तुम लोग वो भी नहीं बोलते हो. यू वांट टू फॉलो दैट फुट स्टेप्स ना? फॉलो करो सब. बनाए तुम्हारे लिए गए हैं, करो फॉलो. बैठ जाओ यहाँ पे. यहाँ पे. So B lymphocytes were present in the outermost part of the lymphatic follicle and T lymphocyte on the inner side. Now coming to the anal canal. The anal canal has been divided according to the mucosal layer into three different sections. So all the three, upper one third, middle one third and the lower one third, is having, please shut up, three different epithelial layers. So innermost is in continuation with the GIT, is simple columnar epithelium. Next, which is the outermost, has to undergo the friction and will be exposed to the surface. So it is a keratinized layer. And in between the two, upper one third and the middle one third, it is a non-keratinized epithelium. So starting from inner side, it is simple columnar epithelium. Then you have non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Though it will go under the wear and tear, but it is non-keratinized because it is not exposed onto the surface. But the next layer, that is the outermost, will be exposed to the surface. So please, last row, don't talk. खड़े हो जाओ. One with the specs, please stand up. खड़े हो जाओ. तुमको नहीं बोला, लास्ट रो बोला है. Last row. Then the outermost, which is on the outermost side, that is, it will be having the wear and tear and the friction, so it is exposed to the outermost surface. So it is the keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. So three different epithelium are present in the anal canal. So muscular externa is similar, having the inner circular and the outer longitudinal. So what do you understand by inner circular and outer longitudinal layer? जी बताएं, लास्ट वन. जो खड़ा है वो बताएगा. ऊपर देख लो, फर्स्ट लाइन पढ़ो उसकी. इनर सर्कुलर एंड आउटर लॉन्गिट्यूडनल. व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय दिस? हाँ, क्या मतलब है उसका? किस तरह अरेंजमेंट है? मस्कुलर लेयर का अरेंजमेंट कैसा है? क्या? हंसो मत, यहाँ आ जाओ, इधर आ जाओ. बताएं आपका नाम. निखिल. बताइए क्या मतलब समझते हैं आप इनर सर्कुलर से और आउटर लॉन्गिट्यूडनल से? लेयर्स की टाइप है. कौन सी लेयर्स की? मस्कुलर लेयर कहाँ पे प्रेजेंट होती है? If I go from inner to outer side, where the muscular externa is present? आउटर साइड में, सबसे बाहर वही है. फिर तो अंदर से बाहर लेयर्स के नाम बता दो. सेरोसा मस्कुलरिस अंदर से बाहर बता रहे हो, बाहर से अंदर? ठीक है. मस्कुलर लेयर का अरेंजमेंट कैसा है? सर्कुलर का मतलब कैसे समझेंगे? हॉलो ट्यूब है तुम्हारे पास, अब बताओ. कैसे बताओगे अरेंजमेंट? इनर सर्कुलर कैसे होगी? आउटर लॉन्गिट्यूडनल बता दो. जीआईटी कैसा ट्रैक्ट है? मस्कुलर ट्रैक्ट. विसरा है जिसमें से फूड पास होना है, तो बाहर सर्कुलर अरेंजमेंट कैसा होगा मसल्स का? अगर लेंथ में अरेंज्ड है तो क्या बोलेंगे? अगर उसके अराउंड प्रेजेंट है तो क्या बोलेंगे? तो इतना नहीं एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो. तो कहाँ कर रहे थे? इनर सर्कुलर आउटर लॉन्गिट्यूडनल बोले जा रहे हो तब से कि सर्कुलर है मैम और लॉन्गिट्यूडनल है, तो एक्सप्लेन भी तो करो। वर्ड का मीनिंग तो मुझे भी पता है। बैठो। So that is the histology of anal canal, having the different mucosa in the three layers. This is how we have to differentiate the three parts of the anal canal. Submucosa is having the venous plexus here, and the muscularis externa is having the again the inner circular layer, outer longitudinal layer. Then you have the adventitia. So these are the arrangement. Now I just want to recall you the what is the epithelium in the esophagus, because we have covered from the tongue till the anal canal. So just quickly revise what is present, what is the epithelium that is present in the esophagus. थ्री पार्ट्स में कौन बोल रहा है? जो बोल रहा है वो खड़ा हो जाए। हाँ, पीछे से वो और बता रहा है कि ये बोल रहा है। बता। इनको सुनाओ, मैम को तो याद है, मैम ने याद कर लिया, इनको याद करना है। उधर टर्न हो जाओ और बताओ। रादर देन स्टडिंग, मुझे लगता है तुम लोग पढ़कर आया करो और तुमसे क्वेश्चन आंसर होंगे, बिकॉज कोई आउटपुट नहीं आता तुमको पढ़ाने का। हाँ बोलो। सबसे ऊपर कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं? म्यूकोजा तो ल्यूमेन के साइड ही होता है ना बच्चे। हाँ, जस्ट डिवाइड। चलो कोई और हेल्प करेगा उसकी? स्वास्थी, स्वास्थी। हाँ खड़े हो जाओ। नहीं है स्वास्थी? ये वो वाली, तुम्हारा नाम भी तो स्वास्थी है। हाँ, क्या है? स्वरूप। चलो तुम बताओ। यू हैव टू स्वास्थी इन अ क्लास ना, इसके अलावा भी तो है एक और। नो। कौन हेल्प करेगा तुम्हारी? ये बैठा, ये बताएगा। नहीं आता। तुम मुस्कुरा मुस्कुरा के पूरी क्लास काट लिया करो। स्माइलिंग इज, पूरी क्लास में स्माइली करती रहती है बैठ के। तुम बताओ। हाँ, ये क्या है? मतलब ईसोफेगस का एपिथेलियम भी नहीं याद है किसी को? अगर म्यूकोजल लेयर ही नहीं याद होगी तो आइडेंटिफाई क्या करने वाले हैं हम? अब ये भी बोल दो पढ़ाया नहीं गया है। पूरी क्लास को खड़े होना है। ड्यूडेनम में तो अभी डिस्कस किया है क्या होता है। ब्रूनर्स ग्लैंड होती है। जेजुनम में म्यूकोजा तो सबका सेम है वहाँ पे। क्या डिफरेंस होगा एज यू गो डाउन? वो तो ग्रॉस फीचर है, परमानेंट फ्लोर प्लाइका सर्कुलर, वो ग्रॉस फीचर है। बट जेजुनम में क्या आइडेंटिफाइंग फीचर है? गॉबलेट सेल्स तो तुम्हें स्मॉल में भी मिलेंगे, लार्ज में भी मिलेंगे। लार्ज में ज्यादा होते हैं। और क्या मिलेगा जेजुनम स्मॉल इंटेस्टीन में जो लार्ज में नहीं मिलेगा? और कुछ? विलाय, विलाय, माइक्रोविलाय आर प्रेजेंट इन द स्मॉल इंटेस्टीन। लार्ज इंटेस्टीन में क्रिप्स होंगे, मोर ऑफ गॉबलेट सेल्स होंगे। अपेंडिक्स को कैसे डिफ्रेंशिएट करेंगे? हो सकता है वो आइलियम हो। अगर यही पिक्चर होगी तो इसे आइलियम बोलेंगे या अपेंडिक्स बोलेंगे? इलियम बोलेंगे, क्यों? हम्म, क्या बोलोगे इसको? जो लिखा है वही बोलोगे तो एक्सप्लेन में। हम्म, और कोई वजह? सिलाई प्रेजेंट है, स्ट्राइटेड बॉर्डर प्रेजेंट है। ठीक है, अगर लार्ज इंटेस्टीन का पार्ट होगा तो डिप्रेशन होंगे, क्रिप्स होंगे। ठीक है, सिट डाउन। अटेंडेंस।